Um, and hi, Candy. Hi, Sana. Uh,
Glad you're here, ladies.
I was going to tell you that I kind of have to get off at 4:15 today.
Okay,
Uh,
that's fine.
we have three cars. Three, three. One is in the shop. Found out today that they took it apart because the compressor came in and it was the wrong compressor. We found that out because I was going to pick it up and just drive it till the part come in because the other two need to go in, both right now.
Oh, goodness. Oh, dear. I'm so sorry.
But they took mine apart and and found out that the compressor that came in is the wrong one. So they got it apart, and I'm not gonna make them put it back together again. We'll drop off the truck, which brakes are the issue on it, and which they just did brake job on it, so there shouldn't have been a issue. But the Jeep's apparently still has an issue, and so we're going to drop off one, take the Jeep to get Mom's car. Then tomorrow, I guess we drop off the other one. Hi, Karen
Oh,
Sue.
good. I'm
So
so
it's like,
sorry.
it's like, it's
I
just
know
like,
what that's like, but I'm
yes, I
sorry
know
you're having
you
to
know,
deal with it.
I know you know what that's like. So, oh, it's just like, okay,
You think, you have more than one car, so you should be safe to always have at least one. You
that's
think?
right. Now, I sometimes, I wonder why Jeff's dad has three. He has three cars and a motorhome, right? Now, I know why this is because he's got a Volkswagen,
Yeah,
and
there you go.
you got to keep the Volkswagen no matter what. If you've got a bug, hi Barbara.
That's
Um,
right.
we're just getting here, Barbara, so not a big deal. Uh, but if you've got a Volkswagen, you keep it. It's just one of those things. So, anyways, it's like okay, but okay, so he's got two other cars, and it's like I guess we're gonna go borrow mom's, but it's like but mom's actually needs to be driven, so it's not a big deal to borrow it. Uh, she
Right.
told me
Yeah.
she's been doing her grocery shopping, right? She told me that she went out last Friday and grocery shopped, and she bought too many groceries and got home and could not get them in the house. Hi,
Oh,
Becky.
no.
Had to call the
So
next
she
door
needs a
neighbor.
Hannah next door. Okay, there you go. I was gonna say,
Yeah,
mom
yeah,
always
yes,
calls Hannah when she does her own shopping.
right. Hi, Mandy. Called the next door neighbor, and he, of course, rushed right over to take care of her. He would do more for her um, anytime, but you hate to ask if you don't have to. She said, I got him out of the trunk and I set him. She takes him out of the trunk and sets him on the front porch, rather than trying to walk up this. There's three stairs
Yeah,
with them, right? So she just
right.
sets them, and then she goes up the stairs, and then she ferries them into the kitchen. Well, I've been letting her do her own shopping because she just really needed to get out. She
Right.
said she over purchased. She couldn't get in the house. So, anyways, guys, hello, hello. I want to show Lisa something, so I'm going to make myself big. Um, we talk about dying and all that stuff. This is I was cleaning. Okay, I've been cleaning for 2 days, partially because I had to find my art journal covers, and partially because I can't stand the mess anymore. But hi, Nancy. And so I was redoing
Becky and
the.
Janet are here too, and I
Oh,
think I
Janet.
saw someone else.
Oh, and
We're
Becky's
praying
on?
for you, Janet.
Yes, ma'am. Goodness gracious, Janet. My goodness. Oh, anyways, Julie's here. Um,
Hi, Julie.
okay, so this is okay, and this is from 1982, and this is when I started writing things down. I before that I didn't write stuff down so much, but you see, I've got little pieces of my threads that I dyed, and what I did. This has got felt in it. This is probably wool felt.
What a fun book.
Yeah. And
I wish I had been doing that all along.
well, coffee grounds. No more than used, but for some reason I don't have a sample, so I don't know. Apparently the apple bark I did because I put the date on it.
Yeah.
So, but then I go back here, and this is okay. This is notes from books and different. This is from the SIU library. So that's in Illinois where I went to school. That's just notes I took about different things. Oxalic acid is corrosive and should never be handled with fingers. Best left alone.
Well, that's important to know. I'm glad you wrote it down. If you remember to look there when you're going to use it.
Right. Try to contact the Denver Museum in Denver, Colorado. They have 2 pamphlets on Indian dyes. And supplies and addresses. Different. Now this is from 83. Wild foods. Of course, this has been one of those things I have done all my life. This is actually.
Ooh, typewritten pages.
Typewritten pages, yep.
Those are as cool as handwritten pages.
I know,
I have a notebook like that of my daddy's sermons from when he was going through the preaching school. And they're all typewritten. And those are just so precious because they're not only, his sermons, but he typed them himself.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This is from the bus. Yeah, it's not too far
Your
off.
bus camper? Is that?
Yes, when we took a school bus and turned it into a camper. So this must have been, when we were trying to get layouts for that. So, and these are sketches from way back when. So, anyways, I just had to show you my.
Oh, that's cool. See, you knew you were this person way back then.
Oh yeah, yeah. This has been that kind of thing. Yes, Janet, 2 trees have gone down so far in the backyard. Ugh.
We are also grateful they didn't hit your house.
Yes, we are. So, anyways, I knew I had it. I'm missing a book. That's one of the reasons why I'm cleaning. I have it's called Putting Food By. It's a canning book. It has canning times and all kinds of things like that in it. Pressure cooking pounds, number of minutes per pint. I can't find it.
So is this a book that you made, or is it one that you bought?
Oh, it's one I bought. It's like, I've had it. Oh, well, Brandon will be 30 in August. So 35 years or so. And I can't find it. I don't know. I don't know if I've loaned it to somebody because I wasn't canning. So anyway, I have some precious stuff that I'm thinking about using. See this piece of paper?
Ooh, that's pretty.
Isn't it pretty? This is the piece I have. It was a gift. Now, this is a gift. It was a gift from Linda. I don't know. I can't remember who sent this to me. So, whoever it was, thank you. This was another gift.
Ooh, lovely.
And I'm going to have to use a piece of it because it's precious and so.
Yeah.
This is kind of precious too. It came out of my daddy's desk, so but it matches. So I'm thinking,
Oh yeah, that looks great with that.
Yeah. This is that fabric that I got.
Right.
Now, it's not doesn't really go, but I think that I can use some of it for the even these greens. This green will work.
Yeah.
I can't remember what I was doing that I made these, but
Hi, Joey. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Sharon. We're glad y'all are here.
yes, and if we missed anybody, hello, hello. Um, so, and then I have, I have I took these, we did these the other day or last time, I don't remember, but look at how that kind of goes with it. So,
Oh, yeah.
anyways, I'm going to use some precious stuff. Oh, and this piece, I'm going to definitely use this because it's just too doggone yummy.
It is, for sure.
So, it's getting used. I don't know how, but it's getting used. And then
Well, I pulled out some stuff, but I haven't pulled out anything that's really precious yet. I was just trying to pull out some stuff I could use to get started.
yeah, Julie Masterboard fabric. It was something I got a year or so ago. Um, I've used pieces out of it, and I kind of have a plan for what I'm going to do. Oh, another
Cheryl
thing
says, "How do we start?" I'm ready when you are.
okay. I'm also going to use my precious Yes paste because
I
it's
probably
so
should use
precious
mine too because it's going to be dead and not precious anymore if I don't use
that
it.
if I don't use it. So, but you did you already started some kind of precious project. So I was,
I have, but I definitely want to use some precious laces and papers and things in this project too.
yes, and I didn't pull any laces yet,
I
which,
haven't either, but I'm going to use them when I can
yeah,
get to them.
I am too. This was also a gift, and I'm going to use some of it, and I don't know if it's sticky backed or just backed. I think it's just backed.
It'd be nice if it was sticky back.
I don't think it is, but that's okay because I can glue it to whatever I want to use it for.
Yeah,
I'm not going to try to use it as a tag in itself. It's just
to
I
put
don't think
on.
it'll really. Yeah, I don't think it's strong enough. Is the deal. Thank you. So okay. So how do you want to start?
Well, I'm going to show the kinds of things I pulled out to make tags with.
Okay, let me make you big.
And I guess that's how we need to start is just to decide what size tags and make a few tags.
Okay.
I have these recipe cards. I thought I could make a tag out of one of those. And then I have the sales book. Now these are going to be too big to put the whole, make the whole thing on a tag, but I thought it would be a cute first layer to go onto a tag. Just glue it down on some cardstock. And also these invoice papers, that's something I could use. And then these are statement papers. I couldn't find my guest checks. I know I have some, but I couldn't find them. But these will work like a guest checks would. And then I had this left over from my other tag project that I didn't use it, so I thought I could use that as one of them. I don't know if I will or not because it doesn't really go with the other stuff, but I got it out just in case. And then there's a tag from my stash, and here's some. I thought I could make some small tags to go in pockets from these things. It was just stuff I had sticking in my wallet. When I changed wallets, these were in my other wallet. I was like, oh my goodness, I need to either use those or throw them away. So
Throw them away. Yep. Hi, Joyce.
and I've got a few
Cheryl.
of
Hi,
these
Cheryl. I have a few
kinds
of
of
those
things.
too. Mm-hmm.
And the big one from the crocodile corner rounder I got for myself for my birthday.
Yay!
Yay! And then I had these things. These have been in my stash. I guess they've been precious because I haven't used them. But they're tags little black tags.
Oh, I think I have some things like that too somewhere. Of course, I have a punch that will punch those too.
Yeah. I don't have any tag punches. That would be a fun thing to have, but someday. I have a few of these. They're not very big, so they'll probably be ones that go in pockets of other tags.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And then I found this. I went to Joann's. I told you probably. I went out there with my 50% off coupon looking for two specific things, and of course they didn't have them. They could order them for me, or I could order them online, but that did me zero good. But anyway, I saw this, and I thought, oh, I could use these, and for tags in pockets on tags or decorations on tags or whatever. And I might decide one of them's big enough to stick in, as a tag itself. But most of them are really too small for what we're doing. I do want to have tags of different sizes. So,
right. Mm-hmm.
So I might, a couple of these bigger ones might get in there, but I just thought that was really cute. And it was 50% off of $5. So for $2.50, I got all these tags.
Yeah.
Which I thought was a pretty good deal. And they all have stuff on the back too. Which cool. That really impressed me.
Well, and a tiny tag might work too. Like we were talking about using the tickets to put the hinges with. So,
that's true.
Okay, and you didn't get a package from me today?
I haven't got mail today.
Okay.
So I don't know if I got a package from you or not.
Are you finished for a second?
Well, just 1 minute. Let me go on and show you the other things that I gathered out to make tags from.
I thought you were. Ooh, sorry.
I got this out, and it probably will, because of this, will probably end up just being texture put on something. But I got a couple of these. I thought I could make tags out of a couple of these. I thought I might make these my front and back tags because they're the sturdiest thing I have.
Mm-hmm.
And then a library card.
Oh, cool.
And then I got out a piece of this I think I'm going to make a tag from. I mailed you a package today, and it had some of this in it, too.
Oh, cool.
This is that grunge board, that Tim Holtz grunge board.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got some coffee dyed and avocado dyed cardstock. No, I think this is actually onion dyed cardstock. And, there's a couple more of those that I didn't realize I had there. May not use any of them, but, and then what else I got out was just some cardstock to make tags from.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, I have a piece of,
okay, you can change now, because that's all I got to say.
That's all right. I was just going to say that there's a package, and there's a few of these in it for you, so that you know that some of this is coming if you want to use one of these in your book.
I do. I didn't figure we would get to the point of actually hinging anything together today anyway, so.
I didn't either. So but I got them out as soon as I could so that you would have them. I'm thinking about using one of these yummy envelopes and making that be my largest thing.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty.
These are pretty sturdy envelopes. I'll have to probably glue it together a little bit better. But see, this is not, and I think when I make the tags, I'll probably center stuff. I don't know. I may need to make something that's sturdier for outside covers. But if I do this piece being my biggest one, these little envelopes fit this way. And these little envelopes fit. And they're kind of tag shaped, but you could put a tag in them too.
Right. Yeah.
So I'm thinking that I will use those things as they are kind of like tags.
That sounds good.
Plus
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, that's all right. There we go. Plus I have some of these.
Yeah. What size are those? Those look like a really good size.
They're not.
to be a
It says,
basic
it
size.
says they're extra extra large, but they're not really extra extra large because I know I've had bigger ones. These are 3.125 inches by 6.25, 6.25 inches.
So
So,
3 by 6, basically.
yes, yeah, basically 3 by 6. And so they're not real big compared to these other things, but
Yeah.
I thought they would be. I thought they would work. The other thing I thought I might use is this because I thought it would pick up some of these greens. But yeah,
Yeah.
let me use some of the reds in the
Uh-huh.
tickets and stuff that I have.
Yeah. I
So,
haven't even gotten nearly so far as thinking about decorating.
well,
Except
what
that
happened?
some of these could be used to decorate. That's far and the tickets. That's as far as I've gotten on that.
Well, the big thing is that as I was cleaning, when I picked up, what was it that I picked up? Oh, I know what it was. It was about using precious stuff and using this. Okay. So when I saw that and I said, okay, now this is definitely not stiff enough to use as a tag. It will have to be used just as decorating material. But when
Right.
I saw it and it was that green, and then these were, laying there, and then I had put this up the other day, and then, so
It's just
um,
coming together.
yeah, it just, as I picked up, I put it away. Oh, and another thing
I
that's
need to
in
pick
your
up. That's what it is.
silly girl, the other thing that's in your envelope is a couple of these
Oh, cool.
because I had extras. So what we're going to do, guys, is okay. Is Becky leaving? She says, "Have fun, guys." So
Bye bye, Becky.
bye, Becky, hun. I'm sorry. I hope she didn't go before with Mr. The other thing is Linda sent me this fun tag with this little cool little thing on the top of it. So I want to use that, and I'm thinking that it's a tag I'll turn into a pocket or something.
Right.
But if I use this envelope as being the biggest thing, it fits. I don't have to cut it down.
Yay.
So that's kind of why I'm thinking this envelope will be my big thing, and it will probably be taller than anything else.
Yeah. Tell me again what size those time cards are because that's probably going to be my biggest thing, and I need to remember what that is.
Okay. Um, 3.25 wide by 8 1/8 tall.
Okay.
And they may have shrunk just a little bit when I coffee dyed them. So, you know, that's
Oh,
rough
cool. Or
size.
even coffee dyed.
Well,
Wow.
I didn't coffee dye yours.
Oh, well, that's okay. I can do it. That's just a great idea. I wouldn't have thought of it.
I actually did these over the weekend when I realized I wanted to use them in this project. So, anyway, so I think what I'm just going to do is kind of
See what size these are.
figure out. We definitely want a couple of these. I definitely want one of those.
Well, I may use something else for my covers then because I do think, well, I don't know. I was going to say I think the covers ought to be the biggest thing, but that's not necessarily true.
No, but the covers need to be at least sturdy enough so that when you put your stuff all, up and down kind of thing, like these two tags are sturdy, so I'll put them at the bottom
Right.
to go with my big envelope. But like and I probably will take the time cord and put it at the bottom. So right now, the tallest thing is this, but like when it comes to this card, I probably will put it sort of in the middle.
Yeah.
And these, I'm not going to put these up, and I'll probably put them sort of in the middle. So you need a few reasonable things that are tall.
Yeah. Well, I think these are sturdy enough, and those things that you sent me, I'll use those and these as my things that go all the way to the bottom and are my sturdiness for the base.
Yeah.
And then I may make some relatively big cards to
to turn into tags. Hi, Janice
yeah.
and Susan.
Hey, ladies, glad you're
And
here.
everybody we missed. Hello, hello, and thank you very much for coming. And of course, I want to use a couple of these. And you don't want this book to be too big, guys. Just an FYI, because that hinged binding, you don't want to have so much that you can't, that it builds up too thick, because it's gonna get thick because of the binding.
So I was thinking 15 or 20.
Yeah. Yeah, probably about that. I'm just gonna kind of layer up some stuff here and see what happens.
Yeah.
Well, that would make 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think 20 may be too many. This is 10, and that's without any binding in it, without any stuff in it.
That'll be fun. I think I'm going to use that.
Ooh, that's fun.
The back of this book. I'm decided I'm just going to have to take this book apart because I don't like it. I just wanted these, and so
yeah.
But that cardboard piece that was inside the vinyl, that'll be good.
Yeah, I think that's cool. I may only go for 15.
Well, that's kind of what I thought seemed right, but I'm gonna see when I get mine done if I still feel that way. But I don't think I want less than 15.
Now the next thing is I can use a couple of these in there. Yeah. I'll have to cut something. Oh, that one might go in there. Oh, they would hide if they're in there. Okay. Okay. Well, I need a couple of things that are wide and relatively tall. As wide as this. Okay, this will work right here. The other question is I don't think I want to round any corners on the bottoms because, you know, if I'm using these pre-made tags and these envelopes, the envelopes aren't going to have round corners.
I agree. And we want it to look tag-like.
Yeah.
So
I think I'm leaving these envelopes open too, because they look so much like tags when they are open.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. How cute those look. Especially if you put like a little hole in the top.
I was thinking about putting.
You wouldn't have to put any fiber in it. Just
Yeah, just a hole in the top and putting reinforcements on it.
Yeah.
Cheryl's got an idea.
Oh, we want to know, Cheryl. We need to know.
How is this hinging idea going to work? I'm in the dark. Susan, there's a whole bunch of different what do you call that? Videos out there. And there's 3 different hinged videos on the prep video, but just a minute, let me get this ticket apart. Okay. Basically, when you go to put 2 pieces together, you lay them like this, and then this is the hinge, and you put half on one side and half on the other side. You glue them down, glue this down, and then it folds up. Now, there's different ways to do it, and that's why I say that the videos out there, there's different ways to do the hinge, but this is how I'm going to do mine. I am going to use little tickety things of some kind, and Lisa, are you going to use some fabric?
I don't know. I'm not. If I use it, it'll be. I mean, I am going to use fabric and lace on my tickets. I'm not going to use. I mean, on my tags. I'm not going to use them for hinges. I don't think. I'm just going to use the tickets.
Mm-hmm. Well,
because I think I want them all to be the same kind of sturdiness.
Well, what I think I'm going to do is take a piece of this.
Yeah.
And yes, paste it to some cardstock.
Oh, but if I had that fabric, I would definitely do that. I think that's a great idea. But I don't have that. So I would rather go ahead and use tickets I've got than try to come up with some fabric.
That, well, see, I was trying to come up with tickets. And guys, I am going to, we are going to, not today, but I'm going to show some ideas on how to make some tickets.
Yeah.
So does that kind of make sense though, Susan? The last time we did a hinged book.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. I'm going to have to go for just a second. I'll be right back.
Okay, hon. The last time we did a hinged thing, the hinges were put on differently. There's one of the videos shows it. You put this in, and then it went on the next page or something. It was weird, and I didn't like how it worked. So we're going to try this time this way. And we're just going to use little pieces of cardstock. That's basically what we need, is little pieces of cardstock is our plan. And Lisa and I are going to use things that are like tickets. Yes, scrapbook paper pads usually have pages that have tags, tickets, and Sana, that's the thing. We're going to show how to do some, you could dissect one of these and cut out Saturday and Sunday and have this time card. As a matter of fact, I might just do that. Use pieces of this time card. Give me a minute. I got to have scissors. They're here somewhere. Okay, so now I have a different kind of ticket. Okay, so this doesn't so much look like a ticket right now, but if I take, just a minute, I got to get my punch out. I take my paper punch, and I can't use that one because I can't see what I'm doing. And I punch off the corners. Now it looks like a ticket. Okay. This, you can also punch pieces of cardstock in the center like that, and they look like a ticket. So, you know, you don't have to have tickets. I mean, there's other things that will work, but right now we're just kind of trying to get our tag backs and cardstock works perfect. Scrapbook paper will work to make tickets. I also have a ticket punch. When Lisa comes back, I'll go find it. I have an actual ticket punch that you can use. But this is just, you know, a piece of cardstock, and now we could stamp on this and create even. I promise I'll show you how to make some tickets. But right now I need some cardstock pieces that are, and I've laid my. I want to get my total. All of my pages. My pages, the tickets are my pages, and I'm using some envelopes that look like tags, not tickets, but tags are my pages. So I'm using some envelopes. Now see, I'll turn some of these into tags, and they'll go down in things. But right now I want a couple of tags that are pretty good sized, and I have lost my oh, what do we call that thing? That ruler thing. I've lost it. I've buried it. I measured that thing for Lisa, and then I put it back. I put it away. Can y'all imagine that? I put it away. So, oof. When she gets back, I'm going to have to go turn the air conditioner down too. Okay, we need a piece that is about 4 1/8. I don't want it to stick. I want that to stick out the top. So I think we'll go with about 8 1/4. Well, 8 1/2, because this is 8 1/2 inches tall. So that's what we're going to go with. Well, let's see. I had some.
All right, I'm back for a moment.
Okay, you all right?
Yeah, I am. I'm having one of those days like you had the other day. So.
Okay. Well, I'm going to leave you big for a second because I'm going to go turn the air conditioner down. Okay. And I'm also going to go get we have been discussing, Sana said she didn't have any tickets, so we have been discussing different things that we're going to work on to have tickets. But
yeah, we could go ahead and show them how to make some today. I was thinking about doing that too. So.
Okay, well, I just showed one, and I'm going to go get my ticket punch. So I'll be back. I get 10 tickets for putting it away. Yay! I couldn't find my ruler. I put it back where it belonged.
Ah, well, that does make it harder.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Now, I see people all the time, you cut off one side and turn it over and use it to cut the other side. And every time I do that, it never works out where it's even. And once again, it did not work out even. So I've got to be doing something wrong when I do it. And I'm just making it worse. Oh, dear. I need a real tag shape to go by here. Let's see. But see, this is. Oh, well, we're just going to use it because I don't want to make it any worse. Trying to see if I can figure out how to. I don't know. This is how it's going to be. So I'm going to use one of those, and I'm going to use 2 of these and 2 of these. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to actually make them tag shaped or not. I probably will some of them. And then I want to make a couple out of this, and a couple out of this. But I've also got these that I want to use. So let's see how many that is so far. I think this is going to be this is my biggest one. So my biggest tag is going to be 4 1/4 by 8 5/8. So I'm going to use those. They're not going to be in this order. This is just what I've got so far. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I think that's just a look that doesn't go. So I'm going to not use those.
Okay. Barbara asked, Cheryl asked a question about your biggest tag. Cheryl, my biggest tag is going to be this, which is roughly 4 by 9. It's going to be my biggest page. It's not actually a tag, but it's the way it's going to be. So that's 4 by 9. Lisa, about how big is your biggest one, do you think, so far?
This is going to be, I'm not going to make anything bigger than this. So okay. This one is 8 5/8 by 4 1/4.
Okay. And Barbara, in answer to your question, Lisa purchased that ticket page from Artie Mays. Yes, she did. And she printed it on cardstock, and she has some of those tickets. Templates for what, Julie? Hello, Ed Oliver. If you will go to my
I don't think I have either of those things, Barbara. Sorry, Tanya.
My August prep video, and I don't know if I can. Let me see if I can get to the August prep video, guys. I don't know if I can. Let me see here. But Ed, the August prep video has links to all that stuff. Just a second. I actually got it. Let's see if I can put it in there now. Aha! Okay. That is my that's the video, Ed, and welcome. I didn't say hello, welcome. I didn't see you come in. I got it, Barbara. Well, I thought I got it. There, it's there. But thank you for offering. And Ed, it's got all of the links in that. In the description of that video is all the links. And Barbara was asking you if you had a quilting ruler with angles and all of that. I'm going to show you how I cut a tag. It is so simple because these tags are all different, right? This tag is you know, got this little 1/2 inch corner, like so. Okay, but that's, you know, all tags are different. You don't have to use that tiny little corner. The big thing is that both corners are the same. So I just turn my paper like this. I cut this piece off, and then I take this little piece and I turn it over here. I line it up. And I have a tag.
Yep, I see people do that all the time, and every time I do it, they never turn out even. It's really? Like one of them is always at a different angle, and so I'm doing something wrong when I do it, and I don't know what it is.
Okay, let's do another one, and let me see if I can let me see if I can make it where it makes any sense that it. Oh, I love this one. We're going to put this one in. Let me go big here so that
Oh,
I can,
yeah, I was gonna say, just let me
let me
get
see,
one ready to
see how close I can get me. Okay, that's as close as I can get. Yes, and those tickets were downloaded from Artie Mays. Yes, I don't have them. Lisa did get them. Okay,
I'll show them to you in just a minute.
yeah. Um, okay, Lisa. Maybe
Okay.
it's because when you take this piece off of here, you don't use it the right way. So here is a little trick. You need to turn it upside down. So I'm going to draw on this one, right?
Okay.
I
I'll
drew
do
on.
the same thing.
Okay. And then I'm going to take and cut my angle.
Okay.
Okay. But now this piece I drew on, it needs to be down against the top of my tag.
Yep, that's exactly how I do it.
And it comes out uneven. And then you just got to line them up. And rub your, okay, the other thing is are you using left-handed scissors when you cut left-handed?
No, I'm
Uh,
not left-handed, so I can't use left-handed. I mean, I'm left-handed, but I can't use left-handed scissors.
Scissors. Okay.
And that may be what it is, but
Yes, because look, see, you got to put the edge of the scissors right along the edge of the thing.
and I am, but
It's the way you have to hold the scissors because of.
I'm handicapped. I can't make tags even because I'm left-handed.
Okay, well, here's the deal then. You
See,
have to cut.
it's not even. I use them this way, but they're not perfect, and it always
Yeah.
bugs me.
Okay, well, here's the deal then. Why don't you cut two tags? Okay, because if you cut this side off of here and then come over here and put it on there, then you should be able to turn the whole tag upside down and use the whole tag on the other side.
All right, we'll try that. But I'm gonna put some stuff on them first. Glue
Yeah.
some stuff on them before I do that again. But anyway, see, I knew I was just handicapped. That's what it is.
Send her a whole heap of different size tag templates. Oh dear.
Well, I knew I was doing what everybody else does, and it was not working.
It was not working. Oh dear. Well, and see, my tags will be all different because I don't use the same tag, and I don't. That doesn't bother me.
Yeah, well, that doesn't bother me either. I just
Oh,
couldn't ever get one
but
to.
there is a little toy, and Barbara's right. There's little toys that. Let me see if I can find that little toy. Hmm. They're probably not in here. They're probably put up. Yeah, they're probably put away. But Lisa, you don't have to get one this big. This is a big ruler. Okay. Let me go big again here. This is what Barbara's talking about as far as a quilting ruler. You
Yeah.
can buy a little tiny 4 or 6 inch one with these different marks on them.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Now when you do that, make sure it's not like this one. This one's smooth. There's no boo-boos, no out pokies on it. This one, the back side of it, where those black lines is, it's raised and gridded. So if I put this up against a card when it's laid upside down, that gridded edge is going to catch my card, is what I'm trying to.
I see. Yeah. Okay. Kind of like
Okay.
when we use that tear ruler we made and we push it up against the inside.
Right.
Yeah.
And this
Okay.
this you can buy these. They're in the quilting department, of course. you can buy these, and they have that gridded thing on the bottom, and when you get it, then it kind of catches the edge of your fabric, of your card, whatever. And like if I was wanting, this is a long, thin one because of that angle.
Right.
And I'd have to do it down here, you know. I'd have to pull my card down where it made it right. There we go, like so. And I could put a pencil mark, and then I could just turn it over and put another pencil mark and then cut it. So maybe that would work. They also make actual little triangular different types ruler. And Barbara usually cuts hers on her cutting mat, which has a 45-degree angle. And
I didn't even look and see if my cutting mat. No, my cutting mat's all. They're all just straights.
Just straights, yeah.
No angles.
Well, see, Barbara's probably got a quilting one instead of just a cutting mat.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to go in the house again.
That's
just
okay,
put it on mute for a while. I'll be back in a minute.
All right. That's fine, hon. I totally understand that. Believe me. Get a square piece of cardboard, cut 4 corners off at different angles. Now you have a template for corner cutting. Susan, that is just okay. Let me find a piece of actual cardboard, because that's just too thin. We have to tell Lisa that when she comes back, because that's an excellent idea. Susan, excellent idea. Actually, we'll probably have a piece of clear plastic that we could do that with. The biggest problem, Julie, is that I a lot of times make tags out of leftover pieces of stuff. Okay, so making a tag that's off of a template would waste paper. That's the biggest thing. Now I was going to show you this. This is a thick punch, and because it's let's see what we got to punch. We can punch this. It's a ticket punch. So if you wanted to make your own tickets, you can get punches, is what I'm trying to get out here. Okay, and you can do all kinds of things with that too. I just happened to have that because it was in the clearance section, and I figured that would be a really cool piece of thing. That's what I'm thinking. As when Lisa comes back, I will go see if I don't have. I'm pretty sure I have a piece of scrap plastic, and I'll cut it. So what I was going to do is I'm going to cut this. I need some tags for the front and the back covers, and they need to be pretty good size. I want them to sort of protect this envelope, and it is 4 1/8 by whatever this is. Oh, and the 4-inch, I hate this thing for the 4-inch mark. It is always kind of funky, but we'll just go for it and see if we can get it to be about right. And this is that cardstock that Lisa let us know about, that Hobby Lobby had on special, on clearance. And it's nice cardstock. It's just craft cardstock, but it's nice cardstock. So How just even it and even it until you have just the point at the top. I've done that before. Oh, Mina's here. Hello, Mina. And guys, if there's anybody else out there that I miss saying hi to, hi. And the other thing you can do is use another, like I said, another tag. Let's see. Problem was is I was messing around and I didn't cut this one very well. Let's see, are they all right? Yeah, they look fine. Those are going to be tags to go in a pocket. They're too little for pages. Hi, Susie. Aw, Susie. Well, I'm glad that it made you smile. That's all that matters. Okay, we have a brilliance in the chat. So I'm going to go get a piece of plastic and I'm going to show you her idea, Lisa.
Okay.
Let's see if I can find a piece of good plastic. I think there should be one in my
Uh-oh.
I heard an uh-oh. What's the problem?
Oh, I just got some yes paste on my table.
Uh-oh.
It's all right. Just decided I would glue these down while you were gone.
Yes, Mina, we had a discussion about our yes paste. And it being one of those precious things that we should use because, you know, it's going to go bad if we don't use it. Okay. What I am going to do is cut this piece of packaging and then I'm going to straighten it up because, you know, if you don't have straight edges, you can't do this. So.
We don't use it very often, Julie. But
Yep.
I don't use it because it's messy and other things work fine. But I do need to use it because I have this huge whole tub.
Yeah. And I will tell you that I put a whole book together with it and I loved using it. I really did. And I do not know why I don't continue to use it and use it more often. It just, you know.
It just takes a little more work than other things. I think that's
Yes, it does. It does take a little more work than other things. The thing I like about it is it holds really well and it's dry. It's more of a dry glue. It's more like using a glue stick, but it holds better than a glue stick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Candy uses it a lot more than I do.
Yeah. I didn't worry about it being there. I didn't worry about it being square. I just worried about having square corners. So I have this rectangular piece of plastic. And if I cut this corner like that, and this corner a little bit of a different angle, and you could go around and make a whole bunch of different angles like Susan's idea. Okay, so now we have this little thing that we can not have an avalanche into our stuff, but we can take this and, okay, these, I'm going to cut this in half and make little tags because, you know, I got this piece. Might as well make some tags to tuck in our pockets. And so I can line the two edges up. Now I'll just go flip it over, line the two edges up. Gotta make sure you got them lined up.
Well, there you go. Easy peasy.
Now if I could cut it, now let's see, I'm going to make this tag with this corner. And this is just packaging off of something. I don't remember what it was. I keep, you know, packaging. If it has decent flat amounts. Now when I cut them off, they should be even, hopefully. And Lisa, it should allow you, instead of having things flipped over, it should allow you to cut with the same size of the scissor, which is one of the things I think might be happening, is that the blade of your scissor is not in the same place.
Yeah, I think that's probably it. Makes perfect sense. I just hadn't thought of it. I just couldn't figure out what I was doing wrong. I'm like, I'm doing what everybody else is doing.
Uh-oh, Julie's got to go to work. Bye, dear.
Bye, Julie.
So now I have...
Bless you, hon. Stay safe.
Yes. Janet, is the storm easing up if you're still here? So now I have 4 little tags that I'll put in somewhere. And I have a template.
It takes just a long time to dry, too. That's the only other thing I don't like about it.
Really? I think you need to thin it out more.
Well, I was getting it as thin on that page as I could. I mean, literally sometimes scraping it back off.
Okay. Well, because I didn't, of course, it's been a while since I used it. So, you know.
I've only ever used it on journal covers before, or to a glued binding. You know, when you glue the pages all together. But I haven't ever used it like this.
Well,
but it's still pretty wet.
I used it. I did a it was an altered file folder, and it was all fall stuff. It's been a long time, and I used it for the whole thing. I put napkins down with it, everything. And one of the reasons I liked it was because it seemed like it was drier, and I could go on to more without waiting, you know.
Yeah. So. Well, it would probably, I put it beyond where I wanted to put my paper so I could be sure it was glued on the edges.
Right.
So, and that's what I'm looking at here, that, you know, still just looks real sticky.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, well, I can't cut it yet, but I might could if I cut inside the paper instead of.
Mary says, because it is still wet, it is adjustable. Hi, Jamie.
That's true.
Candy was here earlier. Oh, and by the way, Candy, I was going to say something. She posted, gosh, now I can't remember what it was I wanted to say to her. Doggone it, I hate that. Oh, well.
She had the answer anyway, Candy. I'm sure it'll come back to you.
But Jamie says, yes, paste. Yes, scrape. And scrape. It just be sure your edges are glistening.
Yes.
So.
This one may be my front cover.
Oh, that's yes. I like that one.
And while I was in the house, the mail came, but there was just junk mail in there. No,
No
no
package
Tanya
for me.
envelope.
Well, it should be there soon. I mean, it has a tracking number on it, so
Yeah. Well,
it
I was
doesn't
just
mean
assuming
anything.
it was just an envelope they would stick in the mailbox.
Um,
That's if it's bigger than that, then she might bring it back.
it is like 6 by 9.
Okay.
It's it's about this long and this wide. Oh, I'm really close still. You need to pin a pack of post-it notes to your shirt, pencil in pocket. I have little notes written everywhere. Um, Susan, my desk is just like covered with little notes. But the problem is that you have to, have the note with you, but pinning them to me would be good. Okay, Mary. Hello, I'm glad you peeked in.
Hi, Mary. Good to see you.
Jamie, yours came in a tube. Mine came in this big old jar. A
Mine
tube
too.
would be really nice.
A tube would be amazing.
Yeah, a tube would be just phenomenal. I would like that. Okay, so I think these are going to be my front and back cover. Okay. And yeah, see this'll be
Oh, she said tub. The E was extra.
okay. Okay.
A tube
Well,
would be good though. They should do
yeah,
that.
they should make a tube. I would really like it if they would make a tube. So I need a couple more medium-sized taggies to go in there. Then
I've
I
got
got
to put a lot of these are going to have, I mean, they're all except this one and this one. Well, this one. Going to have something added on to them because they're just, you know, they need a background paper or something.
oh
Well, these
yeah,
I think I might could let that be the background and rather than a specific paper and work from that. But most of them need to be covered up.
yeah. Well, these are going to have something because they're too floppy.
Yeah.
So, but that's all right because I'm gonna do that here in a minute. So, but I
So
think
how
I
many
need.
of yours are going to have, say, like, okay, let me just show you. These
Mm-hmm.
are like this. I'm trying to decide if I should leave them like that or if I should make them shorter and then tag shape them.
Well, I think that having different kinds of tags would be nice, and I actually have. That might be. I might leave that for a. Ooh, I might just leave. This is my crocodile one.
Yeah, I like it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just you'll have to work hard to get something around that, but it's doable.
Well, what I think I'll do is once I put something on one side, I'll take my X-Acto knife and cut it out, and then I'll put something on the other side and take the X-Acto knife and cut it out.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea.
Well, Jamie, I spell poorly because I could never find the words in the dictionary. You have to be able to spell to find a word in the dictionary. So,
I had a teacher that she always, and she was my favorite teacher that I ever had. And so I was polite about it with her, but well, I would have been polite with any of them. But anyway, I was taught to just be polite, so, but she would tell me to look it up if I would ask her how to spell something. And I would say, I can't look it up. I don't know how to spell it. And she would say, by the time you figure out all the different ways it could be spelled, you'll find it.
well, that's it. Uh-huh.
I was like, that's a lot of work.
Yeah. Yep. Okay, I thought I had another. Yes, I did. I had this one. But I don't know if I want to put that in. I think I'll use that as a tag I tuck in. I think it's too skinny. I don't
Yeah.
think I want it to be a page.
This one's a little wider than yours,
Yeah.
but I was debating on it being too skinny, so I understand what you're thinking. Okay, some of these I
So,
am definitely going to cut off, um, make them more tag shaped. They're not all going to be the same, have the same angle though.
well,
Some of them will have little, and some of them will have big.
that's why Susan suggested angling this piece of plastic with each corner having a different angle. Oh, there's where they went to. They went, I knew they were in there. Okay. Okay. All right. This one is not as tall, but okay. The problem with this one is it kind of came apart, but that's all right. I'm going to put stuff on it, so it's not a big deal. And then I have this one, which I think I'll use. So let's see. If I put this one on the back, that in the front, this one in here somewhere, this one in here somewhere, I will now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 pages. That's good enough for me. I think that's plenty.
Those are not even straight.
Oh, hello. It's Nao MGD, and I'm sorry if I pronounced that terribly. If you have a given name or a proper name you would like us to call you, let us know, and I will try to remember it. Yeah, Jamie, I try to get close enough too. Now, yes, paste in the jar. Lisa's showing you the jar. What it is it's a bookbinder's paste. It's acid-free. It says all-purpose stick flat glue. Okay, it's a little hard to find. It's very sticky. It's very thick. I don't know if Lisa put it on with a credit card, but I have to put mine on with a credit card.
I use this.
Lisa used that, which works. That's like using a credit card. Works real well.
Yeah, it's basically the same.
And the thing about it is that it's a really nice paste, and it is. This says apply with a brush. Like I could get a brush in that stiff stuff. There's no way. It's 100% acid free, perfect for archival work, won't wrinkle. No solvent, dries clear, easy to clean up. So it's a little hard to find. I actually got this at the drugstore in Orange Beach, believe it or not.
I had to get mine on Amazon.
Right. So
I've never seen it in a store that I have access to.
Fran says there's tornado warnings. Janet's sitting under tornado warnings too. Did Nao tell us if there's a name? And if it was in a tube, it'd just be so much easier to push out and use is the deal. That's the biggest thing about it. Okay, so this one, that one, that one, that one, and that one all need complete coverage of background paper. So that's what we're going to start with. And yes, this is the tag journal. I'm sorry, we're using multiple things to create tags. That's the other thing. Oh, yes, that's another thing, Jamie. Yeah, that's very correct. Absolutely correct. Janet's power is out. No, I did not see that Janet's power is out, Barbara. I knew that she had trees down, but I didn't see that her power's out. So we just need to keep her in our hearts and prayers and make sure that she's safe, and Fran too, now that they've got mornings. If you mix this is paste. See, it says paste. If you mix this with glue, you get nasty really fast. Really, really fast. Do not ask why. I have no idea why. There's chemical something or other that happens with it. But Jamie is right.
I never even tried that.
Okay, yeah.
Now I won't.
If this is wet and you get this on it, boy,
Yeah.
you got mess. You got nasty mess.
Okay.
So,
thank you for telling me.
It's like Jamie said, it's kind of like snot.
Well, I don't want that.
Yep. Like she says, if it's dry, you can use it. But for some reason, when they're wet, it's icky. Okay, so I want to just put something on some of these, just some kind of background papers. And I have some okay. I think that will be all right. Okay. I'm having a craft lunch already.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, well, you know how it goes. Let's just get this off of here somewhat.
Okay.
Hi, Andrea. You got yours?
10 there.
Okay. Like I said, remember you've got some of these coming.
Yeah, I'm going to use 2 of those and 2 of your
of these things.
Yeah, 2 of those things. So I may end up with 16 or 17 pages because I still want to use these, or I may get rid of some of these.
Well, it's all, you know. One of the things
that as I go.
One of the things while you were gone, when Sonia asked about tickets,
yeah,
I said, you know, I've got one of these I just cut up.
Oh yeah, that'd make cute tickets.
Yeah, I mean that makes a really cute ticket just like that. Now I punched out the corners. So, you know, it's one of those things where I was just showing. So, okay, so I'm just going to glue those down just like that. And this, you do not use very much of it. Martina, her name is Martina. Nice to meet you, dear. When I get it out of here, you'll see the I have a silicone brush. I don't like it, but
yeah, I have one too, and I don't like mine either.
Do not worry about writing something wrong, dear. Absolutely don't worry about that. I can't talk correctly, and English is my first language. So,
I am going to write your name down though, because I like Martina's a gorgeous name.
I agree. And I was going to ask him to do this last night, and I still didn't feel good yesterday. We actually canceled on Mom. That's why I have to leave today. But besides having 2 more cars to go in. But let me show you how stiff this stuff is. I don't know if a silicone brush would work. It might.
Well, yours looks like it is drying. Mine is. I think, easier to use. But mine's fairly new. I lost my other jar, and I had to buy a new jar when we were doing that triangle book with Hannah. I bought this jar then, and
Mine's
that's the only
always
thing
been
I've
like,
used it on
mine's
until
always
now.
been like this.
Really?
Yeah. So it might have been old on the shelf.
It might have been.
Jamie, keep a damp baby wipe in it. Huh. Ooh,
Kind of like
that was,
putting bread in your cookies.
yeah, that's a really good idea, Jamie. Yes, paste is easy to spread with a plastic card. That's what I think. This is a plastic card, and I got some on there. I may have too much on there. You notice I put the lid right back on the jar. I probably shouldn't have put it on quite so tight, but because it looks like I'm going to need a little bit more. But you put it on and you scrape it off. I swear you scrape and scrape and scrape and scrape. Okay, but I didn't get enough. And I will put a damp baby wipe in it as soon as because that's a really good idea.
Well, it certainly can't hurt for sure.
No. Let's put this lid back on though. It doesn't help that the air conditioner's on, but I couldn't stand it. I was so hot. But one of the things that you have to do is you really have to get it off of there. And like I said, I put napkins down with it, all kinds of things with it in that one book I did. Okay. Apparently, I've decided to not use enough today. I don't know what the deal is. Then I'll get too much.
I'll save that for something else and use this one.
But Lisa has issued a challenge, guys, of using your precious stuff. You know, that stuff you don't use. It's like, oh, this is so precious and it's so beautiful. I don't know. It's got to have a special thing to be used for, and you know, then we don't use it. So uh-oh. I overlapped them. I didn't damp baby wipe. Let's find a baby wipe. Oh yeah. And I know a lot of people put like Vaseline on the edges of their jar lids. I don't like that. I'd rather have wax paper, so that's what I have. Now what I usually do is I take a clean plastic card, if you call that clean, but I need to find some new plastic cards. Okay.
Hi, Andrea. Hi, Gloria.
Hi, Gloria. I didn't
Hi,
see
Susan.
you. Tanya Smith is here. Hello, Tanya. Hello, my
Hi,
precious
Tanya.
to be petted and looked at. I'll use my precious next year. Yeah, probably. Then, yep, that's right. That's what happens, Jamie. So, okay, so that's that side. We'll wait a few minutes and let those get dry. Put them on the floor. Let's see. These need something. Okay. I think this big tag needs this big piece of
Susie. Use that precious stuff.
You're not going to touch your precious yet. One day y'all find my precious in a charity shop and then y'all can use it. Oh, hi, Joyce. The sun was yakking. Ah, well, they do that. Okay, so, oh, that's pretty on that side, but it's prettier on this side. So we will just, let's see, which edge do we want? I think we'll use this piece for this one. We're just gonna, use our precious stuff. Now, these papers weren't part of my precious stuff, really. Although they're awful pretty. They don't hurt my feelings any. And okay, we want this journal kind of grungy, so I got out some of my.
Hello, Susie from Illinois. We're glad you're here.
Hi, Susie. I thought I came back. Yay! This is my really grungy tea dye, coffee dye, tea dye, whatever paper. So it will make a really nice grungy coating. On that one. Okay, then I have this one. And I want to do something.
And we've got a Susie, and a Susan, and a Suzanne.
Yeah. Are you cutting tags?
I am.
Cutting little tags now, huh? Now
I decided all those little Tim Holtz tags.
I'm
just going to use them in pockets or because I really don't think I want one quite that small.
As a page, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh-oh. Mina, are you feeling better now? Hope so. Lisa, how decorated should we go before we start putting these together?
I think we mostly just need like I would say they need to be kind of like this, where they've got something on them, and I may put something on the backs too. But just some kind of a base.
Yeah.
I'm going to use some music paper and some book paper on some of these. But I think once we get them to that point, we can probably go ahead and put the hinges on them.
Put the hinges on them.
That's my thought anyway. I'm up to whatever, but.
Because otherwise, when we start well, here's the thing, though, is that we may end up decorating over the top of the ticket. So which do we want to show more, the decorations or the tickets?
Yeah.
The hinges,
Maybe decorate some of them more before we do it and some of them
a little less. Because here's the thing. I'm going to put, where's it at? Where'd it go? I have that tag I told you I wanted to use that Linda gave me. And of course, here it is. Okay, so this tag right here that I'm going to use, I think what I'm going to do, where's that, is put it like a pocket on this envelope. Okay, so
I think that's cute.
The thing of it is, when I do that, it's going to have to be on there before I hinge it.
Yeah.
Well, it really doesn't have to. I could just put it on after I hinge it. It would just be that the ticket would be.
I think it just depends on what you want to
really
show up the most.
Yeah, because if you put a ticket on like that and then say put a piece of lace on.
Yeah.
You know.
I just don't want to be trying to put my ticket over a piece of lace or something. I think it'll stick better if it's sticking down to something smooth.
Right.
Smooth-ish.
Smooth-ish, yes. But I may go ahead and put some little pockets on a few of them because I think I want to use, well, a couple of these cards like I had this.
Yeah. I'm definitely planning to have pockets on a lot of mine. I may have pockets on one side of each of them.
Yeah.
But not always the same side, you know.
Right.
I don't know. Right. I want a lot of pockets so I can put a lot of other little tags in there.
Right.
Okay. I'm going to have to redo this. This is driving me nuts.
Uh-oh.
So I got to figure out something that's the right side.
Make a decision, Tanya. Left or right, up or down. Yeah. Okay, somebody is pretending to be Eileen. Oh, Andrea, we haven't gotten any lace out. Okay. Our plan is to make these kind of grungy Victorian-ish. Oh dear. Okay. That's what it's about. Okay. JB is attempting to be snarky. I'm not sure that that's the right word, but so
we'll use it.
Yeah. There'll probably be some lace bits on here. The tickets. Mina asked about the tickets. The tickets, dear, are what we're planning on using for hinges.
Yeah, I was going to show you all these already made tickets when you get a chance.
We're going to show you how to make some tickets. I've got some of these kinds of tickets that we're going to use. I've got this fabric that I'm going to put a piece, I'm going to glue a piece to some cardstock and cut it to use as tickets. Let me make Lisa big, and she's going to show you, these are some digitals that she got from Artie Mays.
And I just printed them off on cardstock. And then, and there's different sizes. Like there's the really big ones, and then there's the medium size ones. And then there's the same, like she's made each ticket 3 different sizes as part of this. So there's that ticket. I'll just show it like this. There it is, large, medium, and small. So, and all the tickets are like that. She's made them 3 different sizes. So depending on what you want to use them for, you can decide. Now, when I did it, I kind of separated mine, and some of these, I don't know how those got into the mediums, but I put the large and medium size ones together, and there are a few tags mixed in too, and a few of these. Kind of things. Here's another kind of tag. So there are a few tags mixed in with the tickets, but I just put all the really small ones in a separate place from the big ones because I wanted to be able to I want to make a tiny little book with tiny little tags in it. And so,
Oh, that is going to be so cute.
yeah, I think it will be. And these are perfect. Let me show you some of these tags. See, looky there. There's a
Oh,
tag. There's a little bitty tag. Anyway, that's and you can make tiny little tags. You don't have to, and you don't have to use her tickets. We're going to show you how to make some tickets. I just like the variety of them.
yes.
And so and I knew we were going to be doing this project, and so I decided that I would use them for other things too, because I love them in collage. And I rarely buy digi kits. I just rarely do. I prefer, if I can get my hands on it, to use real ephemera. But these are something that
That you'll
looks
use.
so cute mixed in with stuff that I decided it was worth it, because you don't find these. I don't find these real, so I might as well just give up on that and go ahead and anyway. So I just printed them on cardstock, and then I cut them out, and they have places where there are holes, and I punched the holes, places where they're ripped, and I cut out the ripped parts and inked it all.
And she already inked all of hers. That's another.
Yeah, I've already inked them. I got them all ready just because I was sitting there watching TV with my husband, and I thought, why not?
So she's ahead of the game, you know.
But there are lots of easy ways to make tags. I mean, the easiest way, and I'll show you what I was going to show you how to do it, just because I don't know that if I'll use these or not. I may use all Artie Mae's tickets just because they're consistent. But is you can take your a piece of cardstock, and you can cut it whatever width you want. This is a 1/8 width. You could make it, 1.5. And then you can score it, or this is thin cardstock, so it doesn't have to be scored. But I think it would be easiest to just go ahead and fold it. Like this. And I'm just, folding it back and forth. So here I've got 4 tags, and then you just take your corner.
Tickets, you mean?
I meant tickets, yes. 4 tickets. Take your hole punch and just punch out like a corner on the ends, and then where you made your fold, just use like half of it. And then as easy as that, you've got 4 tickets. You just have to decorate them.
Yeah. And
you can decorate them with stamps or washi tape or whatever you want.
Right. And I have
doodle on them.
Yeah. And I have some actual stamps. I'll show you in just a minute. Let me get this piece of paper down. And like I said, cutting that time card in pieces, that's going to make some cute tickets.
Yeah, that'll make really cute tickets.
And all I did was cut it across the line where it said the in between the days. So I'll have like 5 tickets or 6. Well, I think there's 7 days, so there'll be 7 tickets from that particular thing. Let me get my hands washed. With my little sock that's all wet. Mm-hmm.
And there's some big tickets.
Yeah.
And I've even seen people who actually run one of those perforator blades across there. But you don't have to do that. You can just cut them or tear them.
I've used the sewing machine, the sewing it's an old way to mark sewing patterns. It's a tracing wheel. Is what it's called, it's a tracing
Yes.
wheel. And I've
Yeah.
used that. I did a video ages and ages ago about making your own tickets. I'll have to see if I can. I'll find it for Thursday.
Yeah, that'd
I'll
be
find
good.
it for Thursday. Um, my hole punches.
Oh, Mina, I
Three
understand
hole
that.
punches. Uh-huh. Yeah, well, I know about that. What was I going to show you? I was going to show you something. Oh, the stamps. I have the stamps. Where did they go? They're in my box. Um, these are actual stamps. Okay? And they're too thin, like they are, to use as a hinge. But if I put them on a little bit of cardstock, they will work fine. Dana, it is just a minute. Let me go get. Let me see. Maybe it's still in my. Oh, no. Just a minute. Okay. Okay. There is a link to there. This is the. I just posted the link to the video for getting ready, and the it's a Artie Mays link, and it's in the description box of that video. So if you go to that video, in the description box is the link to the tickets. Yeah, the biggest problem, Jamie, is I don't have a place to put things right now. They just don't have homes. So these are just actual stamps that I might use some of them. They have that long, skinny look to them. I will just simply glue them to some cardstock. And the cardstock will actually be the thing that is used for the hinge. Honestly, the ticket will, or the stamp will, just decorate the cardstock. So these are tickets I made ages ago, and they're actually very heavy tickets. Um, they're made out of heavy cardstock that I painted the back of, and I stamped on it. Thanks so much. And I just did like Lisa did, and punched out the corners. Now you can also punch out, and I showed this earlier, punch out in the middle. So, you can punch the corners and you can punch the middle, because these tickets like this, these are the new kind, and they don't have anything punched, and they look much more cool, much more vintagey if they're punched with the hole punch. So label your drawers. Yes, I know. Your dog just label everything. Okay. Tendrick. The kitties have a tendrick. I'm not sure what that is. Nina. Okay, so that's just some ideas for tickets. And I'll probably have my number and letter stamps Thursday when I go to make some tickets, just so that like this is a perfect piece of cardstock to make tickets out of. It's already cut. I'll probably do some stamping on it and then turn it into some tickets. So now then, what was I going to do? Oh, I have these. They should be dry. I should be able to cut them out. Yeah, they're dry. You found it. Okay, Dana, that's good. I guess I need glasses to see this. So.
Oh, of course I didn't put it in exactly the right spot. dear.
Oh, to be able to just fold it.
Yeah.
That's all right. That edge is the edge you can put some lace on or something.
Oh, that's a good idea. I just was going to fold over this edge too, but.
Well, that works. I mean,
Oh, I got glue all over my canvas, which is not a good place to get it because you can't just wipe it off very easily.
yeah, I do like my mat because I tend to be messy with the glue and the paint, and it just wipes up, and you don't have to fight with it. And
Yeah.
okay, so that will be one side of my ticket or my tag. I will cut the toppy pieces out in just a minute. Hi, friend. You can use tacky glue. Should I just spread it out? Oh, yes. Okay, guys.
You
Yes.
can,
Use
yeah, you can use
whatever.
anything you want. We're just using
Yes.
this because we haven't been using it because I
That's
don't use it.
that's right. We are using it partially because it goes bad. You can't have this stuff and not use it every so often. So just use some form of glue that will glue your papers together. That's all that matters. You could use Mod Podge and glue mixture. I just didn't want to wait for that to dry.
Yeah, you could definitely use tacky glue or any of those other glues.
And Lisa, I'm going to make you
Yeah.
big. I'll be back in a minute.
All right. Well, now I covered up the thing that was my shape, and so I might as well just trim this and um, not worry about using the shape of the thingy. So I'm going to let it dry a little bit more first. And I think for this one, I'm going to just glue a couple down and then um, cut them out and glue the other side down because this makes it awful hard to see where well, I can sort of see where it is. But anyway, it's a little harder to keep the shape you had already if you do that. Everything okay?
So basically, guys, what we're doing is we've got our tags, we got sort of the size we want, we know about how many big tags we need, and now what we're doing is we're putting, what do you call that stuff? What do you call that?
A base layer, a
Base layer.
background.
Thank you. Background layer on some of our tags, because these packaging pieces, you want to cover that stuff up. So, Martina, you might try at like where you can buy building supplies. Um, there is a glue that we use. It's called Elmer's Glue All. I'll go get the package so she can see it. It says glue all multi-purpose glue. You can buy this here in the States, at least. You can buy this at the hardware store, at where you can buy paint, places like that. Elmer's Glue All. And if you can't get anything else, this would be so much better than school glue.
Yes.
This is a PVA glue, and now we can buy this here different places, but Elmer's Glue All would be so much better than school glue. So that's just a school glue is just not what do I want to say? It's first off, it's water soluble, so it washes away, it washes out. Um, it just doesn't hold. Amazon does glue all. Okay, Amazon does glue all, so that's an option. Now, the reason I say the where you can buy paint and hardware stuff is because they have it usually in big bottles. Jeffrey bought me a gallon bottle of it. Now I mix it with Mod Podge, of course. You guys have seen me do that. I don't use it straight, but it is one of those things that I could use straight if I wanted to. Okay, so there's one of my tags pages, and it's pretty much done. So the tea fairy is coming.
Yay!
I know I made a mess. I'm sorry. I was cleaning up, but I made a mess on the floor. And I didn't get a chance to clean it up. So he's going to have to vacuum again. Did you hear? I made the mess, so he's going to vacuum.
Yep, you got a keeper.
Yeah. Well, I'd rather mow the lawn than vacuum, so, you know. And he did the lawn the other day, too. I don't even have to do that. I did go plant plants today. Yes! A few. Not all of them, but a few of them. My bed is going.
Some of my precious.
Oh, she got the precious out.
I got some precious out.
Cold silicone. Cold silicone. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what that would be like, Mark.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know either.
We're planning on getting off at 4:15. Okay. I was being warned about what time it was.
Okay.
You're not
Yeah, we're
allowed
not getting near as much done as fast as I thought we would.
Well, I knew it was going to take a little while. You know, you have to. Well, we also weren't. You know, as somebody I know didn't have her stuff out last night, so.
Yep.
Martina, I'm not sure about what cold silicone would be, but as far as glue goes, but there's. I really don't know. I don't know what else to suggest.
Would that be kind of like Fabri-Tac?
It might be like Fabri-Tac, and Fabri-Tac is a good glue, so that might be something that would work. I
mean, I think I've heard people say Fabri-Tac was a silicone glue.
Yeah, well, see, an E6000 is a silicone glue, but that E6000 does not work great with paper. I mean, it's just so hard to use.
Yeah.
Well, we have our pages, Lisa.
That's
I
true.
mean, that's a big part of the book is figuring out what our pages are going to be, and I have to get the back side on these three, and then I have the background on all of mine, on all
Oh,
of the
you're
bigger ones.
good.
At least. I mean, I haven't done a lot of the little ones, but I'll have the
Yeah.
background on all my actual pages.
Well,
So,
the ones that you're sending me,
hmm
um, I'll only need to put a background on the two with the book pages. The time cards have their own background, so that's nice.
well, and the book pages are creamy colored on the back.
So that could be fine.
And yes, Jamie, E6000 has a lot more chemical than the silicone glue like Fabrifix. And I don't have Fabri-Tac, but then that's just because I haven't ever needed to have anything like that. So, um,
I have it,
eh,
but I don't use it because it stinks so bad.
yeah, I know Lisa doesn't like it because it smells, and E6000 smells terrible. You really want to not be in the same room with it when you use it sometimes.
Yeah, I only use it outside and only when I feel like there's nothing else that will work.
Um, I use it. I used to use it a lot, but it was for jewelry pieces, glass and metal and things like that.
Yeah.
So, but in tiny, tiny amounts. I usually use it with a. Nope, it's expensive, but I get it anyways. Well, so is the. Oh, cold silicone is something like hot glue, but cold. I think it glues fabric, but I don't know if it is fabric glue. I don't think the Yes paste smells too bad.
I can hardly smell it.
Lisa says she can hardly smell it. So, well, right.
In
Yeah,
fact, I really don't smell it.
it's
Um,
not pretty, but it's not bad.
yeah. Compared to Fabri-Tac, it doesn't smell at all.
So there's the answer to that question. Okay, so I'm going to put this right about there. Bye, Martina. I'm so glad you popped in.
Thank you. We'll be here on Thursday, same
Yep, we will.
time.
Same time, same place.
Same people.
Yeah, yeah. Now, I'm going to tell you what, this is easier to use when your piece of paper is bigger than your thing, where you can have
Yes,
something to hold on to.
that is true.
I don't know why I did such little pieces of paper last time. Oh, that was dumb. Oh, well, I'm going to have to figure it out after the fact.
Uh-oh. What
Well,
happened?
I was going to cut out my little holes before I put the back on, and
Oh,
I
yeah.
got in a hurry. That's
I
what happened.
understand. That's what I did when I did this. I was like, oops.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's like, okay, well, now we'll fix it later, but I think I will cut out the other two um, before I glue them down. I'm going to cut the other two out. Oh, well, that's really good, Tanya. Use the sticky card. Gosh. Some days. Some days.
Someday.
Okay. We'll just put that on the drying paper. Lisa?
Yeah.
This is a Dollar Tree one.
Uh-huh.
Look at the angles on it.
Yeah, sure enough.
So, if you can find one at Dollar Tree, it's got angles on it.
Oh, guess what?
You have one of those, huh?
No, not one from Dollar Tree, but let me look. I have a small one though, and I didn't look at it when I was looking for angles. So let me get this on here and I'll look and see how my little one looks.
Martina, her channel name is Function of Light, and her actual name is Andrea. That's it. That's what you would use. Yes, and the the thing is that to me scissors are easier than a knife or a rotary. Now, if I was going to do a whole bunch of them, I'd get out my rotary cutter, but to do just a few, probably wouldn't.
See, I checked this one, but I didn't check this one.
Yep. Yep.
So
Yep.
there we go.
So you'll have to try that when you want to cut some tags and see if that makes it easier.
Alrighty. I'll use it Thursday because I'm going to be cutting some.
Okay, now
Probably cutting some more on Thursday.
Okay. That's interesting.
What?
Oh, my hole punch got up and left home. There it is. It's just buried. I was going to see if I could hole punch the top of this where it's curved rather than trying to yeah, I don't know. I think I boo-booed it. There we go. Rather than trying to cut it with the knife, I used the curve of the hole punch. It's not perfect, but it's probably better than I can cut with the knife. But my 1/8" hole punch is not in here, so I'll have to use the knife on the ends. And guys, I mentioned this when we started earlier today, but a lot of you might not have been here. We have to go at 4:15 today. For some unknown reason, both of our cars, well, all 3 of our cars need to be in the shop at the same time. They've got mine already, and because my air conditioner went out last week, and they thought they had the new part, and so they took it all apart, and it wasn't the right parts. But we were going to take Jeff's car in. The Jeep is leaking oil again, and we were going to take it in. Well, we have the truck, and except that all of a sudden today the truck decided that its brakes would not work right. So we've got to go take the truck in and then go and get Mom's car, because we shouldn't be driving the Jeep around too much. It'll get us there and to Mom's, and it'll get us back to the shop next in a few days when they figure out what's wrong with the truck. But anyhow, we got to go at 4:15. That's the long story. Yes, Andrea or Flo, dear. That works real good. You have the tools you need to cut perfect corners every time, Lisa. There you go.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate it because I've been frustrated for a long time trying to do what everybody else could do, but I couldn't do it.
Jamie, it definitely tells me not to go to more than one store at a time. That's for sure. Last week when I went out, I had like 3 stops to make, all the different groceries and stuff that we needed. And I needed to go to the health food store and get a few things. And um, where else did, oh, I went to Hobby Lobby. It wasn't a necessity, but it was one of those things I'd been not going and not going and not going, and I really wanted the inks. So went to Hobby Lobby to get the inks, and I went home and I said, Jeffrey, something is wrong with my car, and he said, what? I said, well, the air conditioner just doesn't work. He said, well, it's hot. I said, no, the little light doesn't even turn on, and it doesn't sound like it's working. So we took it in, and sure enough, and because of its little age, it's an antique, so they have a little bit of trouble finding the
What
part.
Jamie said.
What? Yeah,
Stay like
stay
home. You need to stay home.
I agree with you. So
unfortunately, it's not that easy sometimes.
Yeah, I kind of got to go. We haven't been over to Mom's in more than a week, and you kind of have to go check on things because just because she says she's fine does not mean she is. Plus, she needs her bed sheets changed.
I'll tell you, one of the huge blessings is that we live right next door, so it's so easy to go check on them, and Mom can call and ask the kids to come do things like change sheets, turn the mattress over, all those kinds of things that that she would feel like she needed to try to do otherwise because she wouldn't want to bother us.
Right. Yep.
And so you probably have to be proactive because your mom probably doesn't want to bother you either.
Right. Well, but not only that, we haven't had a meal with her in more than a week, and in almost 2 weeks. And that means that she hasn't had anyone in the house, nobody to talk to other than on the phone. I mean, I call her almost every day, not every day, but often.
Yeah.
I know my sisters don't, but I try to, even if I have nothing to talk to her about. But I will tell you that these little doodads in these packaging things are not the easiest things to cut out, but they're not too bad.
I haven't tried it yet.
Well, sharp knife, mat underneath you.
All righty.
Cheryl's got to go too. Bye-bye.
Bye, Cheryl.
Yeah, Jamie. So the deal is we'll go do that. We were going to do it yesterday. Didn't have to take cars in. We were going to go to Mom's and have a sandwich, and just. But I was so sick Sunday that yesterday I still didn't feel very well. So it was like, yeah, Mom, I don't really want to eat anything. So she was okay with that. She understood. So. She's pretty good about understanding all that stuffs. Now I wonder if I can get this cut through there. I can guarantee you, Lisa, you better cut it out first because finding it is going to be almost impossible.
Yeah. Well, this one I've decided I'm just going to cut it in a tag shape and not even worry about that.
There you go.
I'm just going to cut it because I can't even feel it because this is really thick paper. I can sort of feel it. I know that's it, but I couldn't tell you where the edge of it is or anything. So not worth it.
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
But yeah, you're right, Jamie. It says stay home. Stay home, be good. Of course, we're not going out very much anyways. We took the truck out Saturday. That's what's so strange is that it was fine Saturday, and now all of a sudden I don't have any brakes. After they're working on the brakes last 2 months ago. So anyhow, we took the truck out Saturday because we were hunting. What do we call those things? Pallets.
Yeah.
Pallets. Yes, pallets. Jeffrey's going to make me another bed and some other, and he needed some more pallets to finish up the compost bins and stuff like that. So we went pallet hunting. So we didn't. Oh, hi, Linda.
Hi, Linda.
So we didn't no, we didn't talk to anybody or see anybody really, but okay, so there's no finding that. There's no way I'm going to cut it out.
Just punch a hole in it and don't worry about it.
Yep.
I think I've decided to leave these like this because of this and that.
Yeah, I love that. I love that on there.
So these are just going to stay like that. So I'm on my way. I've got getting it done.
Okay, well, I've got the back, and then I'll have all my pages, because I'm going to leave this brown on this side and just cover that side, and because I'll go from there to decorate. This is be brown. This one is really cool.
Oh yeah, that's gorgeous.
Oh yeah, I love this piece. This is one of my precious pieces. So
yeah.
I've had it for a while and not used it. So I'm not even going to cut that into a tag shape. I'm going to use it just like it is because I don't want to lose any of it.
Right, I agree. So, well, I put my precious on a tag.
There you go. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Because it's not strong enough to use by itself.
Okay, so I need to find the center so that I can punch this hole, because I can't tell you that I could find the center if I didn't. I could guess, but oh, and I can't use that one because you can't see where you're punching. I like that hole punch because it works real well, but you can't see where you're punching. Okay, yeah. I'm going to show you how to make some really cool hole reinforcements. Yeah, and I'm sure y'all know how to do this. So we're going to take this piece of craft colored cardstock. Or shall we use something else? Yeah, we'll use this craft color for these. And we're going to punch little holes. These are 1/4 inch holes, like this standard punch. It's just that this one's easier to squeeze. Well, I thought it was, but apparently, there we go. And I'm just going to punch a bunch of little holes in here. Okay, now I have a 1/2 inch punch. And I'm going to center the hole in the 1/2 inch punch. And I have hole reinforcements.
That is a very smart tip.
The biggest thing is to punch your little one first and then punch the bigger hole, because if you try to do it the other way around, you have to hold the little circle and punch it, and it does not punch right. It's very hard to get that little thing in the middle. So now I have these cute little hole reinforcements that I can put some little color on. Because, you know, tags have these around their holes.
Yep.
And when I get these glued on, then we need to go. So,
alrighty.
Number 11. About 10:15. Oh, she must be talking to Susan. Okay, so now we just have to glue them on. And we have these cute little...
What size punch is that? The big one?
The big one's a 1/2 inch.
1/2 inch.
Yeah.
I don't think I have a 1/2 inch punch, but that's a really good idea.
1/2 inch, 5/8 of an inch, something like that. Something that's small. A small, you know, small round one. But it's a 1/2 inch across, I'm pretty sure. It's closer to 5/8 of an inch, Lisa. Honestly.
Okay.
Okay, guys, we gotta go. I gotta run. I'm sorry to run. We'll see you Thursday at 2 here on my channel. Love y'all. Thanks for coming. Sorry we got to go early. Bye.